What is up, everybody, and welcome back to, well, I don't know what to call this, but I guess this would be the start of my Lost Media series that I'm going to be doing. So today, I'm here to discuss a series of different, something that happened today that was just interesting. Let me explain. So, I was fairly sick this morning. I didn't feel like getting up or doing anything, so I decided to stay home from school. And boy was I lucky when I did, because RebelTaxi uploaded a video called 10 Obscure Forgotten Cartoon Network Shows. So I click on the video because it's something that interests me. I look at the video, and then about 18 minutes in, you get your normal stuff, like your Moxie and your, I can't think of it, it's like, I can't think of several of the other things that were in there. A Taiwanese show that I've heard of like once before, a couple others. And then we get to the last one. And apparently, there have been so many glitches on Cartoon Network. I've heard there was a huge 2002 glitch, a huge 2005 glitch, and then I believe these glitches occurred in 2009, 2010, 2011. I know one occurred in 2009, the other one in between 2010 and 2011. So, around the 1848 mark of RebelTaxi's 20-minute and I believe 26-second video, he begins to describe a regular show episode that's color scheme got like completely changed, and it looked really bad and really weird and just ugh. And I've not been able to find that on the internet. I know it was the episode Power Tower. I don't remember the plot of the episode specifically, but if you just want to do a quick search on Google and find the Power Tower episode of regular show and its color scheme being changed, do so. Because I've not been able to find that, at least on YouTube. I haven't looked extensively into that one because that's not the main glitch that I'm here to talk about today. Now, I haven't been a part of many glitches before. The only glitch that I think I've ever seen was an episode of Big Brother where like the audio got cut out for a good couple minutes. Besides that, there were really no glitches that I've ever seen, especially on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or Disney Channel. Apparently Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network have a lot of them, though. So this next one happened in 2009, and there's no footage of this anywhere. I've been looking and looking and looking, and I've been asking and asking and asking, but I can't find any footage. Basically, around the 1909 mark of this video, he begins to talk about in 2009, it was a Sunday morning. Tom and Jerry is the thing that's scheduled to be on. However, when you are actually watching the channel, it's this weird Russian cartoon. And it's weird because, like, it's supposed to be playing Tom and Jerry, but it's playing this Russian cartoon, or I don't know if it was a cartoon or not. Some people have been saying that it is, some people saying that it isn't. RebelTaxi didn't really describe it, but it sounds like it's in Russian. It's not English and it's not Spanish, but it sounds like Russian to RebelTaxi. And it just starts out, plays all the credits and everything. Then it cuts to a forest. Then it cuts to a kid standing in a puddle. And then it cuts to an old man coming towards the kid. And then RebelTaxi fell asleep. All he knew was that show should have not been playing at 6 a.m. in the morning when Tom and Jerry should have in 2009. No footage has surfaced of this, and RebelTaxi doesn't even really know what the heck was going on. So, I decided to do myself a little bit of research. So, the first thing that I did was look up, of course, Cartoon Network Russia. Now, I will say, October 1st, 2009, Cartoon Network launched a channel called Cartoon Network Russia and Southeastern Europe. And it was basically Russian and Bulgarian for Cartoon Network. And it was a whole channel dedicated to that and whatever was on at that time. So, this happened on October 1st of 2009. Now, my first instinct was, well, this could have been a glitch where they accidentally played an episode from the Russian, the Russian version, versus them, playing Tom and Jerry, and the footages might have been switched and everything. And that seemed reasonable because it was the same year. It just seemed more likely. Even if it happened before October 1st, they would have been working on this for a year or two probably at the least. So, something could have gotten switched before it happened. So then I ran across this website called toonzone.net when I searched up a 2009 glitch from Cartoon Network. And this is called Minor Cartoon Network Glitch Talkback 10/18/09, which is just 17 days after they launched the Russian thing. Now, most of this conversation is just I'll read the original post. It says, first, so there have been glitches going on all day. For the most recent watermark was apparently used in its yellow appearance, and a bunch of old logos and old TV shows and everything were playing on that day and everything. Don't remember that. I don't know if it was real or not. Apparently a lot of people have been backing this guy up. They thought it was rebranding. But then I read down, when you get to the second page, this one post by Gold Star Neo on October 19th, 2009. This certainly isn't the first time that something like this has happened with Cartoon Network's signal feed. I remember a few months back, I turned to Cartoon Network in the morning, and they were showing an adult movie, and by adult, I don't mean porn, but it was clearly a movie with adult content that was not intended for kids. I knew this must be a glitch because there was no Cartoon Network logo on the corner of the screen. I thought this was interesting, because it's around the same time. He said a couple months from October 19th, which could have been the exact same time since RebelTaxi didn't really give us a date to work with. And, it could have been, again, that switch thing that I was talking about. They could have accidentally sent some of the Russian footage. So then I go and look at Cartoon Network Russia and Southeastern Europe's lineup. And it was basically the same as the lineup with a couple added TV shows here and there. But neither of these, or at least the post by Gold Star Neo, never specified anything about it being animated. He just said it was adults, but not porn. Now, I did find an interesting 1962 Russian movie called Ivan's Childhood. And the opening sequence of this is very reminiscent of what RebelTaxi described. And it's a World War II movie, basically, about a 12-year-old who works for the Soviet Army as a scout behind German lines. I didn't watch it all the way, but one, it's way more adult than something that Cartoon Network would show. It's a war movie. Two, it was Russian, and the beginning is somewhat similar. Not probably the exact same thing that RebelTaxi described, but it does start out somewhat the same way, with a little bit more detail involved. And it's from the 1960s, which is what RebelTaxi said that it looked like. It looked like it was a 1960s show or cartoon. He didn't say which. So, what I am suspecting is that Ivan's Childhood is what Mr. Enter saw around June or July of 2009, and this happened because somebody at the Cartoon Network Russia and Southeastern Europe station accidentally, something happened, and the US feed and the Russian feed got mixed up. My only question is, who had Ivan's Childhood on, their mind and was going to play that on Cartoon Network? I don't know how that happened. I don't know why it was Ivan's Childhood. I don't know. And I'm not saying that it's 100% Ivan's Childhood. I could be completely wrong. But this is just a theory. And I think that Ivan's Childhood was the show that RebelTaxi was talking about, or the movie that RebelTaxi was talking about. It was about an hour and a half long, which would have been around the same time that Tom and Jerry used to run. It used to run for an hour and a half long at 6 a.m. on Sunday mornings. and, you know, it seems like this would be, it seems like this is the best match. I would love for Mr. RebelTaxi to actually check out Ivan's childhood and see if he can remember anything or trigger a memory or something. Or if he could give even more detail if he remembers something. He should have taken a picture is what he should have done. But, I mean, you know, it's a glitch, and he was so tired, he fell asleep about 15 minutes into the movie. So, I mean, I can't blame him too much. But this is my theory, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I posted an article on the Lost Media Wiki, so go check that out too. And if you have more evidence or anything, comment that down below, comment it on the wiki. I'm going to leave a link in the description to all of these, like the Ivan's Childhood IMDb, the Toon Zone thing, the Cartoon Network Wikipedia, Russian and Southeastern Europe Wikipedia, and my Lost Media Wiki page. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have more evidence or, like, you know, more theories about it, comment down below what you have on this issue. Comment down some more Lost Media to cover, because I do plan on covering more Lost Media. Also, comment down below what I should review. I plan on reviewing Over the Garden Wall, Would You Rather, which is a 2013 movie, Fist Fight, which I need to get out there a review of. There's another thing that I have to review. I can't think, no. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.